For my pure performance build guide videos, we are always just putting aesthetics aside and focusing all of our effort into getting as much FPS for your dollar. That's exactly what we did in today's video, and this time with an $1,100 budget, but unironically, the aesthetics did happen to come out pretty clean. I've been personally gravitating towards these wood grain, non-RGB style of builds lately. I'm also drinking more whiskey, and I'm only drinking black coffee these days. I don't know if I'm just getting old or what, but this is starting to become my style.
Get off my lawn!
I'm going to show you all of the parts inside of here so you can copy it for yourself. We'll of course put it through a full benchmarking run to see what it's truly capable of, and all of that is coming. So to kick off our fancy pure performance build guide, we'll start with the CPU, and lo and behold, we're going to go with the Ryzen 5 7600 yet again. Now, you do have several options to choose from here, and I make that decision based off of your budget. If you want to stay as budget as possible and stay on AM5, then you can get the 7500F from AliExpress, or if you want to boost up that gigahertz rating by just a little bit, then you can spend more on the 7600X. Just keep in mind that the more money you spend on the CPU, the less money you'll have on your GPU. This 7600 non-X model is right in the middle, which I think is a good sweet spot, and bonus points if you snag it on AliExpress for like 150 bucks. That's exactly what I did to keep our costs down. It was $160 with like a $10 coupon, but if you prefer to grab it brand new off Newegg or Amazon, you'll only be paying like 30 extra bucks, which is still definitely worth it. Now keep in mind that the Ryzen 9000 series, to include the 9600X, is launching in just a couple of weeks from now, so that should drop the price of the 7600X and even the 7600 even more, at least we can hope. To cool the 7600, we honestly don't need much, so I'm going with the ID Cooling Frozen A410 Black, not to be confused with that tiny A400 that I accidentally used a couple of videos ago. This cooler has an amazing combination of cooling performance for the money, along with some minimal and clean aesthetics. I love this aggressive, sharp angle design look, and it works absolutely perfectly with the aesthetics of our build, and it gets the job done in the cooling department, which is most important. The motherboard we're putting the 7600 into is the MSI Pro B650-S Wi-Fi, and this has been a reliable choice for me for several months now. I actually buy a ton of these for our Glacial Spike builds over on ZTTbuilds.com. For less than 150 bucks, we're getting all of the features that we need, including built-in Wi-Fi, and yeah, it's just a solid, trustable board from a brand that's actually not in the news for any sort of drama lately. It's a nice change of pace.
We got lucky, don't jinx it.
Next up, we have the RAM, and here's where I'll give you the only true disclaimer that we need for this build. I actually did already have this Crucial DDR5 Pro kit sitting on the shelf, so I grabbed it for this build because it's perfect, but you don't necessarily have to copy this exact model. To be fair though, you don't ever need to do that with RAM. The main three things we're looking for are a 2x16GB DDR5 kit, clocked at 6000 megahertz or possibly higher if you want to, and then as low of a CL rating as possible